Exhibit J is the cell phone of one Mia Ito, a fellow student of Carolyn Gray. Exhibit J1 was posted on Monday, April 8th at 1:42 a.m. on Ito's public dashboard. Fuck you, Lynn. Who even asked you? Nobody. Nobody fucking asked you for your flaccid decisions to flaunt themselves in front of everyone's unprepared eyes. Your wrinkled meat turtle was the misshapen straw that broke the metaphorical camel's back that flung us into this shit show. I'd hyperbolically start by saying, I can't believe you slept with Todd, except I can believe it. You knew Sakura had a crush on him since freshman year, and you cheated on your own boyfriend to get dicked by a weeb. A weeb, Lynn. The only thing worse than fucking a guy who thinks Death X Life is the peak of cinema is having the quarterback in your pocket and still picking the nerd. And what's worse, you got away with it. Because even though her knee-jerk need to self-destruct was so obviously hateable, she was also extremely popular. She was traditionally pretty in that white upper-middle-class sort of way that makes me just a little bit sick inside. And we couldn't anger her, or else the wrath of the 17,000 boys in waiting that tailed her every afternoon would descend on us like ravenous hyenas. And she loved having those incel pricks stalking her, because she loved being the center of the universe. It's why she cheated all the time, for the drama of it all. Which is probably why this year was so excruciating, because she was the center of everyone's otherwise mayfly-like attention spans for months. So, Lynn, fuck you for dying. Yeah, you heard me. Fuck you for keeling over, and screw you for doing it in such an interesting way. I know. What the hell? You can't speak ill of the dead? Fuck off. You don't say that about Hitler or Mitch McConnell. Oh, I'd love to complain about the horrible atrocities that this person committed, but now that they're dead, I guess I'll just have to shut the fuck up. Fuck that noise. The only reason this is different is because she died young and recently, and people generally liked her. And look, falling 2 stories before breaking your back on a trash can and dying 2 days later in the hospital is a shit way to go. But excuse my lack of sympathy for the girl whose death caused all the shit we've had to endure this year. And I'll get into that when it's not 1 in the a.m. Hello, my name is Sinclair. I'm an intern at Malik Napier Maloney. I have been given the job of reading out this trial's electronic forensic evidence in case a blind person or some such is part of the jury. Let's see. Exhibit C is the cell phone of one Carolyn Gray. Exhibits C1 through C11 were posted on Gray's vent blog. Exhibits C1 through C3 were posted on Thursday, September 13th, between 4:13 and 4:17 p.m. What was I fucking expecting? Of course Jason broke up with me. Stupid. I promised him last time it wouldn't happen again, and look what fucking happened. God, I'm such a piece of shit. Exhibits C4 through C6 were posted on Monday, September 17th, between 12:21 and 12:29 p.m. I have to do a group project with Sakura today, and she acted like nothing happened. Why can't she just get mad? I fucking deserve it. I don't even like Todd. Why won't she get angry? Exhibit C7 was posted on Wednesday, October 3rd at 7:31 p.m. I need to stop stalking Jason's account. It's giving me intrusive thoughts. Exhibits C8 and C9 were posted on Tuesday, October 9th, between 9:02 and 9:03 a.m. Ha. Thanks, Todd. Like we were even dating. Exhibit C10 and C11 were posted on Saturday, October 13th, between 2:51 and 2:53 p.m. Holy shit. Exhibit C12 is a series of messages between Mia Ito, and Carolyn Gray, starting on October 13th, 3:01 p.m. All of the messages have been deleted by both parties. Exhibit J2 was posted on Monday, April 8th at 10:13 p.m. on Mia's public dashboard. It's a chain of redashes between Mia and a few of her followers. Oh boy, can't wait for all the takes on this one. This is so obviously fake. I can't believe people are dumb enough to let Miss Fanart ARG Ito pull this off again. Y'all want receipts? Here's a link to a news article on Lynn's death. Here's a link to Lynn's actual dashboard account. Here's a link to her redashing some of my art. Here's a selfie I made 2 years ago that accidentally showed my school's logo in the background. Here's a photo of my friends with Lynn in the background. Here's the school's newspaper story on Lynn's death with a quote from me. Whether or not this is real, and the amount of work you'd have had to put into faking this makes that probable, the details you've given us don't seem to logically connect. Why did this girl's suicide cause you and your friends so much grief? First of all, I don't owe anyone shit. This isn't fun story time or some overpaid hack churns out your average 3-act screenplay for producers to piss all over, for actors to chew on, and for some dribbling audience to slop up what remains. I'm not doing this for you. If this is abrasive or unintelligible, then boo fucking who? The only person I'm writing this for is me. I need the catharsis, and I need the resolution, so shut the fuck up and let me vent. But since you asked so nicely, the problem is that Lynn picked the worst fucking spot. Half of senior class's first makeouts happened on the roof of Southside Coffee, and the other half did more than make out. All of my friends were up there a few days before she died, so our DNA was up there, so we all got questioned by the cops. And see, even though it was ruled a suicide, the fact that people were questioned meant there was a mystery. Then the rumor that it was a murder started. And whose DNA was up on that roof? Bingo, bingo! Win the prize of being bullied for a year. Is this why you stopped doing the daily art posts? It didn't help. Exhibit L is the phone of Todd Summer, Carolyn Gray's friend. Exhibit L1 is a series of screenshots from Forum. The now deleted Forum posts are dated Sunday, October 14th, from 12:40 a.m. to 1:03 a.m. They were sent to Summer on Thursday, February 21st at 7:26 a.m. by a throwaway account, which was deleted right after. If she was gone, we'd be at the top of the school. Nobody could touch us. Is that really what you care about? After everything she did to you, I don't see why you need any more reason. She cheated on you 3 times. How many second chances does she deserve? She helped me through the hardest time in my life. How can I abandon her now? Depression isn't a justification for being an asshole. LOL, what's going on in here? You only want the master key, right? Oh, something shady. Tell me a story, witching hour gang. User, this is a private conversation. Don't you know what that image means? And to ask her to go up there, she'll listen to you. And if she's seen going in through your shop, they'll see you're innocent. Meanwhile, I'll sneak in through NC's. L said their cameras are down. Get out of here, user. Fucking... fags. This is a public forum. Let's talk more in person. Okay. Remember, this is for the best. She won't be able to hurt anyone else. Losers. Exhibit J3 was posted on Monday, April 8th at 11:12 p.m. on Mia's public dashboard. Get back on that saddle and let the raging bull decimate your genitals, 'cause it's once again call-out post o'clock. This time, boy edition. Jason, you're a piece of shit. It's not your fault, you were just born that way. You know how in sex ed they show you the video of a woman giving birth, and there's blood and fecal matter sputtering out onto the sheets because the woman's just pushing so hard. Well, that's you, Jason. You're a bloody piece of shit formed into the guise of a human. Masterful craftsmanship. I give it up to whoever polished your putrescence to a mirror sheen. You're still a piece of shit. Nobody had a better motive to kill Lynn than you. How many times did she cheat on you? 5? 7? 3? Any amount more than 1 is insane enough on its own. How much of a cuck do you have to be to get cheated on thrice and still date the bitch that did it? Not only that, but you worked for Southside. We'll get to Todd later, but he leaked your schedule and you were working there when she died. Everybody went through you to get to the roof, so it was pretty fucking easy to connect the dots. And then a few weeks later, you rebounded onto Queen Bee herself, the head bitch that fills the power vacuum in Lynn's wake. It was like you were admitting you weren't that broken up over her death. But it couldn't resolve there, no. You had to drag everyone else down too. You had to pull up the security tapes and show it to the whole fucking class and prove that you didn't do it. And guess what? People still thought it was you. They just thought somebody else helped. Now the question was, who's the kid in the hoodie and where's the lost 15 seconds? Because that's how rumors work. It doesn't matter if you prove something. Nobody cares about facts. It's the story that matters. And if you just shared the evidence with the police like a normal fucking person, a voice of authority would have explained you were innocent, and the school would have let you graduate a semester early like you planned, and this whole thing would be over and Sacker would be fine. Fuck you. Exhibit K is the phone of Jason Cartwright, Carolyn Gray's ex-boyfriend. Exhibit K1 was posted on Friday, January 4th at 7:01 p.m. It's a redash of one of Cartwright's previous posts. The original post was on Thursday, January 3rd at 5:32 p.m. I talked to my manager and Z got me the security recordings you all wanted so fucking badly. As you can see, I didn't leave the back counter until after she jumped. Now I'd really like to not talk about this shit anymore. Can we all just move on? I'm tired of having to answer these same questions over and over again, so here they all are. No, there weren't any cameras on the roof. If there were, I'd have asked for those. The cameras are old and sometimes skip a few seconds. You can see from the numbers on the recording that only 15 seconds were lost. No one could have gotten to the roof and back in that time, and no one leaves through that door afterwards, so no one went up there in that time. The time of Lynn's death is a matter of public record. It was released in the newspaper, and oh yeah, I was there. That's how I know when she died. I wasn't fired from Southside because I'm lying. I was fired because no locally owned coffee shop wants to be linked to a suicide, and I broke the rules by letting her to the roof. Yes, you could get to the roof through other businesses, but obviously I didn't do that, and I don't know about it, so stop asking me. The pink hoodie girl that went into the back was Sakura. She was applying for a job interview. To the best of my knowledge, she didn't leave the manager's office. Go take it up with her. Yes, of course I feel bad that my fucking ex died a month after I broke up with her. What is wrong with you people? You think I enjoy re-traumatizing myself to answer these questions? I was there. I fucking saw her body. But no, I'm not allowed to heal, to find solace and comfort. I've got to keep picking at this wound over and over again forever. The story of the boy that let his ex jump to her death is going to be on the internet forever. It's going to be burned into my bones forever. So thanks for all the questions. Hope this fucking helped. Exhibit L2 is a recording of Summer interviewing Rhea Queens. The interview was conducted on Friday, February 22nd at 12:31 p.m.
Rhea Queens, a word.
What do you want now, Todd?
I have follow-up questions regarding the death of Lynn Gray.
Todd, this isn't Nor Beats. Stop bothering
Where
people.
were you on October 14th?
What? I wasn't questioned by the police. Why would you think...
Answer the question.
I was at Miguel's gig. Remember all the flyers he put up that week?
And do you...
Yes, I have proof. Give me a second. I recorded some of it. Is that enough proof for you, asshole?
For now.
Get the fuck away.
Exhibit N is the phone of Rhea Queen, another student at Gray's school and the current girlfriend of Jason Cartwright. Exhibit N1 was posted on Tuesday, April 9th at 1:04 a.m. on Queen's public dashboard. It's a chain of redashes between Mia and Queen. Do not pin what Sakura did on Jay. He didn't force her to do anything, and for the record, it's rich that you complained about Lynn needing to be the center of attention when you're pulling this shit. Oh, come to your boy toy's rescue. At least we know who wears the strap-on in the relationship. You know what? I was just gonna set the record straight, but you deserve a dose of your own medicine. Mia Ito, you're an asshole. You put up this bad girl attitude, wear leather jackets, and curse like a sailor in some vain attempt to be not like the other girls. I'm sorry you never liked putting on makeup or wearing dresses, but that doesn't give you the right to bludgeon women who better fit into society's expectations. And your liberalism is so performative it's laughable. I'd say your use of right-wing buzzwords like cuck is going mask off, except your mask is so transparent it's impossible to tell if you're trying to hide it or not. It's crazy a liberal arts college let you in. Whenever someone calls you out on this, you give some weak response. I never claimed to be perfect, or at least I know I'm an asshole. Guess what? Knowing you're mean doesn't make your meanness endearing. It just proves that you enjoy it. Want to talk about being mean? Want to talk about who's to blame for Sakura? You're the one who spread rumors about our friend group. Your cronies stuffed Southside's garbage into Sakura's locker. Your brother punched me in the boob last week. Want to talk about performative? At least I'm a bitch to your face and not behind your back. Queen bee? More like queen cunt. I'm not responsible for the actions of my friends, and whether you believe it or not, I've asked them to stop multiple times. My brother's suspended because I told on him, dipshit. Which has gone over fantastically for our relationship, I can assure you. And in case you forgot, I know your secret. I saw you with you-know-who, and if I was the asshole you pretend I am, I could tell everyone. But unlike you, I have the integrity to uphold my values, even when it'd be more satisfying not to. I get why you're mad. I'd be mad too. But you're taking it out on everyone else, and that's unacceptable. Expect a talking to from the administration in the morning. Exhibit L3 is a recording of Summer interviewing Lux Delgado, co-owner of Southside Coffee. The interview was conducted on Sunday, March 3rd at 4:43 p.m.
It's okay if I record this, right?
Yes. I'm surprised the Owlery would want to do a follow-up on this. Not usually something a school newspaper would want to dwell on.
Well, Lynn's death hurt. Hurt us all, very much. It came out of nowhere, and she seemed so happy and extroverted. Mr. Delgado did...
Not Mr., please.
Right, sorry.
Just Lux is fine.
Right. So you gave Jason the security camera footage.
That's right.
Why did you do that?
Well, he'd barely take no for an answer. He was desperate, and he showed me these messages he was getting online. Awful stuff. Kids can be really terrible to one another. I dealt with a lot of that, but the internet just really amps it up. You don't get any respite.
You told me previously that you didn't suspect Jason of any foul play. Did his asking for the recording change that at all?
Heavens no. He'd have martyred himself for that girl if he thought it'd make her happy. It's out of the question that he'd do anything to hurt her.
But you still fired him, yes?
Yes, we did. I'd warned him a few times against letting people up on the roof, but we didn't think anything would come from it. Well, we had to calm down on that behavior. The door up to the roof has a new padlock that only my partner and I have the key to.
Speaking of keys, I talked with the manager of Neon Seas, and she said all the doors up to the roof of the shopping center share the same lock. Can you confirm this of your door?
Yes. The owner of the complex needs roof access for repairs.
So, someone else could have gotten up to the roof through one of the other buildings.
I suppose so. It's not exactly easy to get between the roofs. There's still some separation, but it would be possible.
We're interviewing Sakura Takahashi for the job at the time of Lynn's death, right?
Yes. Why
Did she get up during the interview? Leave for any amount of time?
Young man, are you suggesting...
Please answer the question.
Yes. If I remember correctly, she got up to go to the bathroom.
Could it have been long enough to go up the stairs and back down?
I suppose so, yes.
Thank you very much for your time, Lux.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer if you didn't interview me again.
Exhibit L4 was posted to Summer's public dashboard on Sunday, March 3rd at 7:36 p.m. It was redrafted on Monday, April 8th at 8:52 a.m. As many of you know, I've been doing a private investigation of Lynn's death. We all know that the local police department doesn't have a clue. They have no idea who Lynn is, the kind of happy, empathetic person we all know and miss. And they overlooked countless pieces of evidence and testimonials that clearly point towards Lynn's death being a murder, not a suicide. But this is all information we already know, especially if you've been following my posts here. But now I'm here to tell you who really did this. I've done the research, I've done the digging, and I know who's really, truly to blame for Lynn's death. Now, we've all seen Jason Cartwright's post of the surveillance footage at Southside Coffee. While he may have had means and motive, Lynn's well-documented habit of cheating, the footage shows that Jason never had the opportunity to kill Lynn. Outside of the possibility that he was an accessory to the crime by giving someone the key to the roofs, the footage crossed him off the suspect list. However, we all also know that the strange hooded figure in the aforementioned video is Sakura Takahashi. Well, I recently did an interview with the manager of Southside, one Lex Delgado. Take a listen. Z confirmed that Sakura left their office for an amount of time that could have allowed for her to go up to the roof and come back down. Perhaps enough time to push Lynn? We have the means and the opportunity. All we need is the motive, and I've been holding something back for a while. My reason for investigating this so fiercely, for caring so much. But I must reveal it now, because it ties directly into why Sakura would do what she did. Before Lynn's death, we had a sexual relationship. Yes, she was cheating on Jason again. It might come as a shock, but I promise it's the truth. It's why Jason and Lynn broke up. Now, in my interview with Carmen Lopez, I found out that Lynn, Mia, Carmen, Shale, and Sakura had a girls' night out after the breakup, where Lynn revealed that the most recent person she cheated on Jason with was me. Listen to that here. And anybody who's seen us together knows that Sakura had a crush on me. I've never really been interested, but she was very clingy and very obvious. And this is Sakura's motivation for killing Lynn: jealousy and anger at her friend for taking what she felt was hers. And more than that, I can prove that this wasn't just a fit of rage or an accident. No, this was premeditated. How? Take a look at these images. Now, at first glance, this looks like a secret conversation between new power couple Jason and Rhea, plotting Lynn's murder. It seems to highlight the dual perpetrators theory, giving Rhea the means through Jason. And I thought that at first too. It's why I interviewed Rhea and interviewed Lorelai and Mia about Neon Seas cameras. Listen to those here. As heard in the recording, Rhea had an airtight alibi. Just to be safe, I talked to Miguel. He saw her. I talked with the people he noticed in the crowd. They saw her. Listen to those interviews here. Rhea just didn't have the opportunity to kill Lynn. And honestly, Lux is right when it comes to Jason martyring himself over Lynn. She helped him through his transition, stuck with him. Maybe that's why he stuck with her, even after she cheated on him multiple times. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd go into a jealous rage just because it happened some line-crossing third time. And the talk of not hurting anyone else? If Rhea really did just want popularity, why would that be a concern of hers? But I did some digging, and this conversation, it's fake. See, a little known fact about the username generator for Forum, the digits are encoded off of browser and computer data. It's impossible to track it back to any individual machine, but the last 3 digits of a username are based off of the IP address of the poster. And the 2 users in these photos have the same last 3 digits. And since these posts were dated before Lynn's murder, that means that whoever killed her knew they were going to do it and wanted to delay the investigation and or create a fall guy. Sakura Takahashi is a grade A psychopath. She pretends to be all soft and cute and kind on the outside, but this was premeditated murder. Means, motive, and opportunity. Checkmate. Exhibit J4 was posted on Mia's public dashboard on Tuesday, April 9th at 4:16 p.m. Some housekeeping. Ha 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 ha. Way to go, Raya. Of fucking course narking on my disrespectful language would put you in detention too. You think the system gives a shit about rewarding honesty? No, you said a no good word, and our zero tolerance policy means we cannot distinguish between justified and unjustified punishments. Alright, back to the meat and potatoes. I hinted at this yesterday, like sequel baiting for a colonoscopy. I am the probing stick up your ass, and you're cancer, Todd. You know what we do with cancer? We cut it out of our lives. And that's what I'm gonna do. Consider this an official letter of resignation from the job of putting up with your bullshit. I'll be honest, I never really cared for you. You clearly have a fetish for waifish Japanese women, what with the constant objectification and flirting pointing towards my sister. Who's 14, by the way, you gross fucking pig. But Sakura was into you, and I wanted her to be happy, so whatever. But you threw Sakura under the fucking bus, and you did it because you're an idiot. That's what you care about, right? Being seen as intelligent, as a cool detective? Well, guess what, shit for brains? Nobody killed Lynn. She was depressed. She committed suicide. But you couldn't believe that, could you? No, that'd be too hard. So let's spin some wild fucking story about how Sakura intentionally planned to get fired from $C so she'd have an excuse to go to Southside for a job. Which she didn't get, by the way, thanks for that. But no, naturally she planned to very obviously go to the bathroom at the exact time of Lynn's death, in front of a literal witness, because that makes perfect logical sense. And Sakura's supposed motive? Yeah, she was sad that you slept with Lynn, but this isn't a fucking harem anime, you basement-dwelling otaku trash. She isn't some yandere murdering anyone who got between her and her precious senpai. Believe it or not, you're not the center of the universe. Sakura saw something in you, some hint of vulnerability and specialness, and when you slept with Lynn, it proved that was all a front. That you didn't care about trust or friendship or loyalty, you just wanted to get your dick wet. That's why she was sad. You want to know why Sakura went to the bathroom for so long? She needed to take her fucking insulin. Yeah, bet you didn't know she needed that, huh? See, unlike you, I actually give a shit about my friends, so I'm logged as Sakura's medibuddy. Since you're so preoccupied with evidence, here's the reminder I got. So you jumped to the wrong conclusion because you wanted to make sense out of a senseless act, and then you advertised your theory to the entire school. And just as anyone with half a brain cell could have guessed, the student body lapped it up. Any excuse to bully a 16-year-old girl. fuck every last one of you, the scum of the earth, my fellow students. And Todd, you emboldened them. Jason may have given Sakura the prescription, but you're the one that forced it down her throat. Yeah, I just went there. I want you to think about her the next time you play detective. Think about her comatose in her room, her consciousness sinking into the abyss. Think of the sound of her parents breaking down her door. How many times did they knock before they knew something was wrong? And the sirens as she was rushed to the hospital. Think about the quantum uncertainty that if they'd been just an hour, a minute, a second too late, she'd be gone. I don't ever want to see you again. If you try to talk to me tomorrow, I don't care if I get detention, or suspended, or expelled. I'm gonna fucking deck you, and that's a promise. My name is Sinclair, and... I need a coffee. Hello, my name is Sinclair. Yes, my parents did hate me. My name is Sinclair. I'm an intern at Malik Napier Maloney at... Shit. Hello, I'm... alright, fuck this. I'll do intros once I've picked up my coffee. Exhibit B is the phone of Sakura Takahashi. Exhibit B1 is a video posted to Takahashi's dashboard on Sunday, April 7th at 11:59 p.m. Dad, you taught me to be the person I am. You've been the best support I could ask for. This is not your fault. You did everything right. June. I regret everything I said to you when you first came into my life. You have been a mother to me in every way that matters. Mia, you have always been my best friend. Nothing can change that. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you wanted. Carmen, because you knew you could handle it, you filled your life with responsibilities. I did not want myself to become one of them. I hope you can respect that. Shale, I regret that I spent so little time with you. You made this past year only brighter. Todd, you can only control your own actions. Do not blame yourself for those of others. Jason, you are the most courageous man I've ever met. Telling the truth is never wrong. Lynn, you did nothing to harm me. I'll see you soon. You may have done something to harm me. You may have not extended a hand when I needed it, may have not heard a hidden cry for help, may have said something you shouldn't have. But a single mistake, a single cut did not do this. It was thousands of cuts by hundreds of people. I can't live with these cuts. I can't live with these scars. I love you. Exhibit K2 is a dashboard post on Cartwright's account. It was posted on Monday, April 8th at 3:14 p.m. I am so unbelievably saddened by what happened yesterday. Sakura has been nothing but nice to myself and her friends, and I hope she makes a speedy recovery, both physically and mentally. I know this isn't the time to make things about me, but I feel guilty and frustrated and sad. Guilty for my part in instigating the bullying campaign she faced these past few months, in implicating her in Lynn's death. I outed Sakura as the one in the video to stop people from targeting me, and I wasn't thinking about how they'd turn to target her. For that I am so sorry. If I didn't make it clear then, I'll make it clear now. Sakura did not kill Lynn. But I am also frustrated that so many people so quickly grasped onto what I said as an excuse to harass her. All people needed was less than full confidence in my memory and some anonymous pics from Todd, and suddenly the knives were out. The staggering ability for you people to be cruel, unrelenting, and inflexible boggles my mind. And that's why I'm sad. Because she attempted to kill herself, yes, but also because I hear you people talking in the halls about how she's just doing this because she doesn't want to face the consequences, or for the sympathy points, or to make us feel bad. No, you don't want to feel bad, and so you cling to this fantasy that the nicest girl in school could have killed someone over a high school relationship. I hope Sakura and her family find some respite and peace. Exhibit L5 is a series of messages sent between Summer and Anon5188 again, another deleted account seemingly created for the specific purpose of talking to Summer. The conversation started Monday, April 8th at 3:42 p.m. Yo, I deleted my account after sending you those pictures, but it doesn't feel right to not tell you that they're fake. You know, after everything. Who are you? Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you that. LOL. I'm not fucking stupid. Why would you do something like this? What possible motive could you have to incriminate my friends in a murder case? IDK. Seemed like a thing to do. It was funny watching you run around in circles at school, LOL. Stop. Fucking stop saying LOL. This isn't funny. A girl is in the hospital now because of you. Think you mean because of you, sport? You're the one that blamed Sakura. That last 3-digit thing was an accident in Raster X. Sakura could be dead and it's your fault. This evidence got me to look into Raya and Jason again, got me to get the revised testimony from Lux, got me to try to piece together how this piece of evidence fit into the story, how it could possibly fit when Raya and Jason had such tight alibis. It's this evidence that caused me to look into Sakura, and everyone went out of control when I released my report, and that's all your fault. I'm not gonna take any responsibility for this, huh? Why should I? I didn't harass anyone. Why should you, LOL? You don't think walking up to people and demanding interviews is harassment? You don't think stoking the hysteria, telling everyone every chance you get that Lynn was murdered is harassment? You don't think posting your fucking fan theory for everyone to see is harassment? If you really thought that, you wouldn't have deleted your post. I didn't delete the post. I saved it to my draft so the police can look it over if they need to. That's your defense? Really? Look, I don't need to defend myself to you. I've already apologized to Sakura. How? With my phone? Her doctor said she wasn't getting her phone for mental health reasons. How did you call her? In the words of a wise stranger, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not that fucking stupid. And you know what? I'm gonna turn this conversation over to the police, too, because the reason you sent me the fake screenshots, it's obvious. You did it. You killed Lynn. And you've narrowed down the options for who you are so willingly. You go to my school, you've got some level of competence with Raster X, you knew the cameras were down at Neon Seas, and you've been in contact with Sakura's doctors. Don't try to delete any of your comments, I've screenshotted everything. And if the police don't believe me, then I'll come after you. I'll figure out who you are, and then there'll be no anonymous profile to hide behind. Holy shit. You haven't learned anything, have you? Exhibit B2 was posted to Sakura's dashboard on Saturday, April 20th at 2 p.m. I know I've been quiet here ever since my last video. I've been in the hospital for the past 2 weeks, working on my mental health with a therapist, and that meant getting away from the internet, away from school, away from the stimulus that was causing me to feel so helpless in the first place. Now that I have my phone back, I see I have a lot of messages, both of concern and support, as well as of less pleasant things. It's hard seeing that stuff again. I attempted suicide in part because I wanted these messages to end, because I was so burnt out and exhausted by the deluge of hate. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth to see people use it as further evidence of why their abuse is necessary. So even though I have more support now, I'm still going to be muting a lot of people. I've also found that those closest to me overstate their own power in all of this. They martyr themselves on not seeing it sooner, on not always being there for me. I won't name names, but someone found the number to my hospital room's emergency landline and called it to apologize to me. It would have been sweet if I wasn't so raw, so unable to do the emotional work of forgiving them, of absolving them. Now I know absolution isn't something I can give. Looking back on it, I was pretty reserved about sharing my feelings, or even sharing what was happening to me. I had to talk to a professional about what I was going through, talking through coping mechanisms, talking about the shame I'd internalized about feeling what I was feeling. One of the things I learned is that absolution, forgiveness, it's an easy out. If you sent me multiple messages every day telling me to kill myself, telling me that I was an ugly bitch jealous of Lynn, telling me that I killed one of my best friends, then I can't forgive you. Forgiveness would only be a band-aid. You, like I, have internal issues that you need to parse and resolve, and it's not my job or my responsibility to do that. If you want to feel better about yourself, you have to address those issues, not ask for them to be overlooked. While I can't forgive you, I can tell some of you this. I used the metaphor of a death by 1,000 cuts in my note on purpose. Even at my lowest point, I knew that despite what few things my friends and loved ones said to hurt me, it wouldn't have mattered. That's why the video is the way it is. I wanted those I loved to know that I loved them, that they helped me live over and over and over again, that you can be loved and bleeding at the same time, that at a certain point, all you feel is the bleeding. On the subject of the video, in a weird way I'm grateful for it. When I was too emotionally exhausted to talk to anyone, to do anything, making that video kept me going. A little Miss Perfectionist kept wanting to change the words, use different pens, different paper, different scissors. You can't kill yourself yet, the video's not done. It's stupid, I know. I was coming up with excuses to not go through with it, and thank goodness I did. And then, in the hospital, the little confessional was something to work on, something positive to do and to say. I wasn't sure if I wanted to share it, but I think it's important to do so. It's important to see that, yes, you can come out the other side, that help is available. My family is privileged enough to just barely afford the medical bills needed for my treatment, but if you're not, the National Call Centers for Suicide Prevention is free, 24/7, at 1-800-273-8255. And I know making that call is hard. Asking for help is hard. But asking for help by trying to kill yourself is a really shit option. I don't recommend it. Exhibit B2 is a series of texts between Mia Ito and Sakura Takahashi on April 22nd between 2:15 and 2:39 p.m. Thanks for defending my honor. I could say the same thing. I wasn't martyring myself. You were better than most. Sorry about avoiding you. You've had a good reason. Writing a 5,000-word mental breakdown about how everyone sucks is as dramatic an apology as it is unappealing. God. And people say I'm the mean one. Just absolutely devastating. I am sorry, though. Promise you won't do it again? Of course. Platonic friends? Platonic friends. Exhibit J5 was posted on Mia's public dashboard on Tuesday, April 9th at 5:49 p.m. You know what? Let's just get this shit over with. What y'all have been salivating over. That capital D drama. I shouldn't be surprised these posts have been picking up traction. I'm a subculturally popular artist shifting genres to a new and illicit topic full of intrigue and inflammatory speech. This content is viral, not in the ha-ha meme way, in the disease way. Whether you find it funny or horrifying, you can't stop sharing it. Your disgust is still engagement, and engagement is still profitable. But that disgust is a two-way street. I'm disgusted by you people. I've been reading your comments, your read-ashes, and you people are sickening. I've received messages of vitriolic hate for bullying my peers, for supposedly making light of suicide, for not being respectful enough for your notions of my identity. I've received messages of congratulations, people praising me for speaking to the truth, for holding nothing back, for ripping apart my fellow students. Like they're a carcass in need of being devoured. I received fan theories over who did it, like this is a game of evidence and Lynn is Mr. Doe. Fan theories for a dead girl. Some of those theories say I did it. Exhibit L6 is another dashboard draft from summer, this one unreleased and mostly incomplete. Apology to Sakura. However, Lynn was still murdered, and I'm still determined to find out who did it. Means equal neon C's, raster X competency. Input IMs as proof. Cut out what makes me look bad. Opportunity equals cameras down, knew it. Lorelai can maybe get me shift logs, ask someone else. Motive equals cares about Sakura, relating back to me and Lynn. Talk to Sakura about if their relationship is actually that strong. The solution is obvious. The Venn diagram of attributes necessary to pull something like this off has a small overlap, but one person hits that bullseye. And you know what? I confess. I did it. I killed Lynn. And so did Jason. And so did Todd, and Rhea, and Miguel, Lorelai, Carmen, Shale, Richard, Ishana, everyone. We're all responsible. Lynn jumped off that building because none of us gave her the help she needed. We didn't all know. Todd wasn't following her vent account. All he could see was her public persona, the lie she hid behind to stop people from worrying about her. That mask twisted into a shield, blocking all the criticism of his crusade to find a villain who wasn't there. But you cannot wash your hands of her. You were a blade she used to cut herself, and you'll have to live with that forever. Jason knew, how could he not? But he thought support meant forgiveness, meant destroying himself at the altar of her mental health. He forgave all her transgressions, not realizing that it didn't matter what his response was. She was always going to feel like she was a monster. In her mind, she was bad, and if other people didn't see it, then she was manipulating them, and so she was bad. And if other people saw it, then that was all the proof she needed, and so she was bad. Breaking up with her may have been the proof she was looking for, but God, did you need to do it. I've seen you with Rhea. I've seen how light you look. It's cold comfort, but you don't need to carry her anymore. Meanwhile, I thought that if I just treated her like everyone else, like everything was fine, then that'd help her feel normal, feel like everything was fine. It was a belief stemming from my own discomfort in what she was facing, laziness and cowardice. She came to me a few days before she jumped. She sent me a message here on Dashboard and made me swear up and down to delete my replies once the conversation was over. She sent me pictures of what she'd done to herself. It was a cry for help. And what did I do? I made a joke. Try to cut the tension, I thought. I told her to stop, that she'd feel better soon, that Jason would come back or she'd find someone new and everything would be fine. And then she jumped. I'm going to live with that conversation for the rest of my life. What could I have done? What should I have done? Told her parents, a teacher, dragged her to the nearest hospital, got them to keep her there and watch her and give her medicine? She didn't need platitudes or forgiveness or humor. She needed help, and no one gave it to her. But it couldn't stop there. How could it? Nobody wanted to blame themselves. Nobody wanted to think about all the small things and structural things that led to this. Nobody wanted to leave things unanswered. So of course there had to be a killer. There had to be a reason, something concrete to blame. And so the rumor mill started, and just like my comment section, you people were vicious. Words may not break our bones, but pushing Jason down a hill fractured his wrist. Buying new glasses isn't cheap. Even Rhea had to quit the cheerleading squad because her teammates kept fucking with her. And I have sympathy for everyone I've called out, I do. But I draw the fucking line at Sakura, because each and every one of us did something to put Sakura in that hospital, and nothing we faced holds a candle to what Sakura must be going through. Jesus, what she did to herself because of you people. To make someone feel so hopeless, to make her think there was no way out, that this was forever, and it was our fault. And I include myself in that. Sakura, if they gave you your phone back and you're reading this, I am so sorry. I know what I did wasn't something you're interested in, and you were still reeling from Todd, and I'm sorry. Please, I need to talk with you. We can be friends. I just miss you so much. I didn't want any of this to happen. I need your help. Exhibit N2 was posted Saturday, April 27th at 11:30 a.m. on Rhea's public dashboard. To the chagrin of both the prosecution and the defense, this is the best visual representation we have of the events of April 22nd, as there are, surprisingly, no videos or pictures of the confrontation. Alright, it's been, only 2 hours? My wrist's killing me. Louie, I'm taking a break. Yeah, I know I just made tea, but reading about teen angst has given me acid flashbacks to high school. No, not